Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Africa. Good evening to all our brand partners that are connecting with us from all over the globe. We would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all on our Monday training calls with business development. We'd like to let you all know that we appreciate you so much. We do not take for granted that you've taken our time out of your very busy schedule to connect with us today as we go through our second series of our compensation. As Blessing has already mentioned, it is very important for all our brand partners to understand, especially the new compensation plan that we are transitioning into as the Africa region. It's important for us to all understand this compensation plan so that we are well equipped to cascade the information down to our new sponsors that we will be bringing into our organization. As we know that 2025 is a year of a turnaround in the Africa region where our biggest focus right now is for us to bring in new blood. So it's new blood, new blood, new blood, us bringing in those new recruits into our organization, building and waiting to transition into the compensation plan. And I would like to ask everybody to make sure that they have their books and their pens ready. Write down notes and make sure that you do also as well, make a note if there's a part of the compensation plan that you do not understand completely. Get in contact with us in business development, contact your sponsors, and let us assist you in becoming our brand ambassadors and making sure that you maximize on your earnings as well while we are transitioning into this new compensation plan. With that being said, I'd like to welcome you all on the call and hand back over to Blessing Edet, who is our head of business development in the Africa region. Over to you, Blessing.
Thank you so much, Neil. Amazing, Neil. There, we wouldn't get a better business development specialist in Africa than Neil. If you have challenges with your business and you're struggling, Neil is the person to reach out to work with you, to help you turn around your business and, of course, experience the kind of growth that you anticipate. So 2025, take advantage of that one-on-ones in South Africa to connect with Neil to help you with your business and your team building activities, of course. So we're super excited about this change. Change is a beautiful thing, and especially change such as this one that we're anticipating that upscales our income and allows you to earn better. And that way, in your goal and journey of transformation and also impacting the lives of others, it becomes much easier because you want to see those changes also in their finances. The products we already know very well, premium products, excellent results. So no problem there. We're just working around upscaling our finances, and that's where Complan B comes into play. All right, so we'll just go straight to it tonight. Let me share right here my screen. Thank you so much to all the partners who reached out to us during the week after the call last week. Thank you for connecting with us. Thank you for helping us, help you achieve your goal with PartnerCo to transform and impact the lives of others. We're happy to do that, Neil and I. So let's quickly go into the Complan B, Show Me the Money series 2. All right. If you have questions, please note them as we go through the slides, or you can drop them in the chat box and we'll look at it once we're done with the call. So we're still on our compensation plan B, and we're going into the part 2. But first, let's do a recap of some of the things we discussed last week, just so that you're very clear that you understood and that you went back, you looked at it. If you don't have the compensation plan yet, we'll make it available right after this call. So we said first things first. First things first is to activate your income position. That's unique income position that allows you to get paid with PartnerCo week after week. And that comes with your ID number, that comes with your replicated website, And once you've done that, you can use the tools. And one of the tools for you to use in PartnerCo is the PartnerCo Share app. Download the tools and start selling products. Start selling. And it's not about selling. First, it's about you getting on your transformation. That's the number one thing. You must become a product of the product. How do you want to tell me something you don't have an experience with? You haven't experienced it yourself, Neil, and you're telling me, Ishanoni is super amazing. It does X, Y, and Z. I would believe you more if you told me what it did for you.
Absolutely.
So that's the power of transformation stories. When you get your own transformation, it becomes so easy to be able to have a conversation. It's a conversation starter itself. And of course, whilst you're doing that, achieve a business level. And you can achieve a business level by the products that you buy for your own personal transformation and products that you sell to customers. Within your first 4 weeks of joining our community. Now, in achieving a business level, there are 4 business levels, and each of those business level has a point volume, a point value. Why do we say that? Because you can just pick up any product from the shelf and you just buy them for use. But here in our community, we have every product has a point value because that is used to calculate commissions. How do we pay you back commissions if we cannot track your activities? And that's tied to the products that you buy, and each product has a point value. So in case you're wondering why our product is different and why we have point value attached to each product so that we can pay you commissions. All right. And so you have 4 weeks from the date of your registration. It's very important, again, in Africa for us to say this, that you have 4 weeks from the date of your registration to achieve a business level. The week starts on Saturday and ends on Friday. Why am I reiterating this? Because we have a lot of persons who, after enrollment, do not do anything with that account. And then 8 weeks after, 12 weeks after, they go and place an order and they don't achieve a business level. And they're wondering why. Because you have exceeded the period for you to achieve a business level. So if you now go and place 200 PV on that account, you will not achieve a business level. It's very important that you take advantage of your first 4 weeks and only get enrolled when you're ready to do the business. Of course, as your business partner, we always make a way for you to upscale and, of course, increase your earnings. So there is what we call opportunity window. We have created a roadmap that allows us to come up with that promotion after you have exceeded your first 4 weeks. And if you have that promotion coming up, opportunity window, then you need to take advantage of it because that's a window now opening for you to achieve a business level above your first 4 weeks of joining PartnerCo. So if you see that opportunity window and you know that you have not achieved a business level, that's a cue for you to quickly take advantage of that opportunity window. And the same to all of your team members in your team, all right? You can go as a leader, go to your back office and go and check the business levels in reports. Go check the business levels of people in your team so that when opportunity window comes up, you can be able to help them. All right, so quickly, let's run through this. The PartnerCo compensation plan is a weekly plan. Qualification periods goes from 12 midnight Saturday to 11:59 p.m. Friday. Subscription runs on Saturday. Key information that you should take note of as a business partner. Commission runs on Tuesday and are paid on Friday for previous week activities. If you're in Nigeria and you receive your commissions on Thursday, wow. PartnerCo is just simply being amazing here in Africa. Commissions are paid on Friday globally, all right? So why do we run commissions on Tuesday? Because we allow flex time on Monday. So this allows you to backdate your personal orders or personally sponsored customer orders to previous week, starting Saturday, 12 a minute after 12 midnight to Monday 11:59 p.m. local time. That way, if you missed your qualification previous week and you had activities that came into your organizations and you have commissions that you would earn so that you don't lose it, you can quickly take advantage of this flex period. You see that we don't want you to lose out on your money. We want to upgrade your income. We are creating every avenue to ensure that you're not losing anything. Awesome. And so let's talk about upfront income. We talked about that last week. That with the partner product, as you sell at full retail price, you can earn up to 30% in retail profits. Applying your unique code allows you to discount orders to customers up to 15%. We refer to this group of customers as preferred customers. And why would you give them 15% discount, which means you would earn 15% retail profit instead of 30%? Why would you give them that discount? Because you know that this group of customers are your loyal customers. They are the ones that would bring the repeat purchase to your organization. So for a preferred customer, you want to be sure to put them on 3-month auto delivery. So they need about that much to be able to experience some transformation. So you need to be able to get return on your investment on them. All right. So I give you 15% discount. I want to see you on auto delivery on subscription. Keep that orders coming in for the next 3 months. And let's see the amazing transformation that you will experience. And of course, we can talk after that. That's business. All right. So the higher your business level with the comp plan B, the higher the percentage you would earn. The higher your business level, the higher the percentage you earn. So you want to ensure that as we move to comp plan B, that you're on the highest business level. And of course, that's ultimate business level. With the comp plan B, you sell at a business level, at your own business level, you earn at the same percentage. So the business level will determine the percentage earning that you will get. But is that all? We have gone above and beyond to say, hey, if you stretch, if you take the risk, if you go outside your comfort zone and you stretch to be able to get people to come into your organization at a higher business level, what happens? Sell above your business level to earn even more than your own percentage in your business level, all right? So you can earn between 15 to 30% on new customer or new brand partners first order. Between 15 to 30%, depending on your business level. So these are the potential earnings that you can have with the comp plan B for your new volume bonus or your first order bonus. For Nigeria, you can earn between 7,500 to 120,000 naira. So this is dependent on your own business level. You can see if you are activated and you were to sponsor someone on activated, what would you earn? Your new volume would be 7,500. But if you sponsor someone above your business level, you would earn 20,000. That's quite a jump. All right, that's quite a jump there. So if you stretch, we would compensate you for taking the risk, for going outside your comfort zone, to get people on higher business level. Awesome. So you can, and you on activated can earn as much as 120,000 naira if you brought in someone at ultimate business level. You would earn at the higher business levels percentage, which is 30. So if you bring in someone above your business level, you would earn at that corresponding business level. But of course, if you were ultimate and you were sponsoring people, you can see that you would get the highest new volume bonus right there. The highest business new volume bonus right there. So you want to be sure that you optimize your profitability with us and stay on ultimate business level or upgrade if you are not there yet. In South Africa, these are the new volume bonus that you would get from you being activated to your business level being business or elite or ultimate. And you can, of course, see from the screen right there that you will get paid much better if you were on ultimate business level. You see right here, activated would earn, if they brought in activated, 217 Rand, but ultimate would earn 435. All right. So right from the start, from the lowest packs, ultimate business level would allow you to earn better even if you brought someone at activated business levels or elite or ultimate. All right. So that's another way for you to optimize your profitability is to upgrade to ultimate business level. Of course, we understand that there might be some persons that come in and don't start at ultimate, but your goal should always be to get to ultimate, and you have 4 weeks to be able to achieve that. All right, team. So let's get into today's conversation. Today's conversation is on residual income. Residual income. I love it when we talk about residual income. Absolutely. Residual income. Neil.
Thank you, Blessing. I'm going to be taking you through the residual income, as Blessing has already said. This is where we get into, real business where you get to start creating your wealth for your generations to come. So let's have a look at the 8 ways to get paid from your partner co-spot, right? So there's ways to get paid. And we also have a look at the percentage payout. We already discussed the previous week in our upfront income, the retail profit, where you get to earn 15 to 30% on your retail profit. We also discussed our first order bonus the previous week, where you get an opportunity to earn 15 to 30% on every first order, depending on your business level. Blessing has just taken us through the new volume bonus structure where she has broken it down. She has broken down exactly what is it that you earn, and also has made us see the importance of ensuring that when we come in our first 4 weeks in the business, we strive to reach the ultimate business level, which give us more income. Okay, then base commission, which is what we are going into details about today, will give you an opportunity of a 15% on all pay line volume. You can earn up to 20. Can you go back one slide, Blessing? Okay. You can earn up to 2,000 US dollars per pay line per week. There is no limit to the number of pay lines you can earn. So let's go in details and have a conversation about base commission, where you earn by building sales teams.
Awesome, Neil. Awesome. Just a quick one then. I like to reiterate that the base commission or the residual income we're talking about tonight are for business-minded partners, partners who want to impact lives, partners who want to transform lives, partners who are intentional about listening to people, preferring solutions around their finances and their wellness challenges. And so they are building capacity. They are building people around the African nation. It's not just about selling here. No, we are not selling. These are leaders who are interested in building capacity and helping people experience financial freedom and, of course, live a healthier and wealthier life, thereby encapsulating what our vision is, which is to see a world that is transformed by brand partners like yourselves underscore who inspire people. To inspire is that you are a product of the product. To inspire is that you're intentional about transforming people's life, about preferring solutions to their wellness and their financial challenges by preferring, what we have here in partner Co. through our amazing compensation plan. Neil.
Thank you so much, Blessing. So let's dig deep into our base commission. So Blessing has already spoken or touched base on the importance of your income position, right? This is your spot in the Partner Co network. So before anything else, as a brand partner who is building that legacy for his or her generations to come, in order for you to maximize on our earnings opportunity, the number one thing that you need to do, the number one important thing that you need to do is to ensure that your income position is locked in. This is your entry into earning your commission in PartnerCo. It allows you to get paid week after week. So as you build your team of brand partners, they are going to be placed into lines with an open position. You can add new brand partners to existing teams by building deep, or you can place them in a new line as they become available as you are building your organization. This is we refer to as building wide. So like Blessing has already you know illustrated there on the screen, what is it that I'm talking about when we are talking about building deep and building wide. So as your team of brand partners, they are going to be placed into lines and open position, with open position rather. So as you can see there on the screen that we have illustrated, we've got you, right, as the top sponsor, and we've got your first generation of brand partners who are in your organization. They've locked in their income position. And if you see on a second and third generation going down, we've got open lines. Now, these are the lines where you get an opportunity to place your new brand partners as you are building your organization. Now, when we come to this part of the business, it is also so important for a brand partner to also understand our algorithm, not only understand our algorithm, but also understand the placement, how you are going to benefit on your commission, your base commission. We talk about two lines in the Partner Co compensation plan that have to coexist in order for you as a brand partner to start earning. Okay, as you build your team of brand partners, they are going to be placed into open lines, as we have said. Okay, you can add the new brand partners to existing teams or place them in new lines as they are opening up. We can go to the next slide, Blessing. Thank you. So now let's have a look at an example that is shown on the screen that will show us exactly what needs to happen in order for you to start earning your base commission. Remember, I said that we've got two lines, your pay line and your power line. They need to coexist in order for us to kickstart the payment in your organization. So if you have a look there on the screen, we have shown you again a picture of you as a sponsor. And then we have a look at your first generation. They've activated their income positions. And now you want to make sure that you maximize on the earning. If we have a look on the power line, which has 2000 PV, we've got at the bottom below that a pay line which has 1000 PV, and right at the bottom, another pay line with 1500 PV. Let's have a look at what our training is saying in terms of these lines and the importance of the two lines. So your power line and pay lines, they give us sales from your teams that you accumulate throughout the week. Blessing explained at the beginning that our week starts on a Saturday and closes on a Friday. So in order for you to maximize on your earnings, you need to make sure that there are some activities that are happening in your organization within the week where you accumulate your PV. Remember, we also said that PV is what we use to pay your commission. So the lines with the most volume is what we refer to as your power line. And all the other lines that are in your organization with lesser PV, we refer to as your pay line. There's no limit to the number of pay lines you can have as you are building. As you can see on the illustration, we've got the line with 2000 PV as our pay line and the rest with lesser PV referred to as our pay lines.
Thank you so much, Neil. So just right there, anybody who knows me know that I love to talk about the power line and the pay line Because we don't want you to lose any of the commissions that is accruable to you. Now, what I love about what I see on the screen right here is that there's only one line that is the power line. But there are two lines there that is the pay line. And then it says there is no limit to how many pay lines you can build, which means that we want to pay you more as a company. So out of your 10 lines, there's only one line there that will be your power line. If you had 10 lines, for instance, then 9 lines will now be your pay lines, which means we provide more opportunities for you to optimize your income with PartnerCo. So once you have identified one line as the line with the most volume, every other line is your pay line. Every other line is a line to cash out every week. All right? I like the sound of that. Every other line is a line to cash out every week to get paid on. So just identify one line as a power line and every other line becomes your pay line. The lines with the lesser volume is your pay line. Nothing difficult there.
Okay, so thank you so much, Blessing, for just adding on that, emphasizing on the importance of money, 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 money. Yes, our key is to ensure that we, change and transform the lives of the people in Africa. But as we are doing that, it's also important to also make sure that we also transform their finances and we make sure that they maximize on their earnings opportunities that are available in our compensation plan. So you will earn a 15%, okay, of the volume in your pay lines in the base commission every week on all the pay lines. Like Blessing has said, if you go out there and you build 10 lines, and of the 10 lines, one has more volume, that is the power line, and the rest of the 9 lines, you will be earning your 15% commission on that. Okay, so we've also given you an example there at the bottom of your potential earnings in the South African rands. You've got an opportunity to earn potentially 5,437. And in our Naira, you've got an opportunity to earn 187 500 Naira from your base commission just for the 3 lines that we have illustrated for you. So you'll have your power line, which has your 2000 PV, your 2 pay lines, one with 1000 PV and other with 1500, which will give you earnings potential of 375 US dollars. Remember that in PartnerCo we pay in dollars, so we will then convert the dollars into your currency in the country that you are in rands if you are in the Southern African region, and in Naira if you are in Nigeria. So this is your 15% commission on your base commission.
Awesome. Awesome. So there is a difference with Complan B, is that now you would earn 15% in base commission compared to Complan C, where you were earning 10%. You see how the income potential has increased both in your first order and also now in your base commission. That's not all. As we continue to delve into the Complan B, you would begin to see areas where there is an increase in your earnings potential. And so here we're seeing that as a leader, as a team builder, your residual income is super important in our industry. We have increased the percentage with the Complan B. You will now be earning, take for instance, in this case where with just 2,500 PV, you can earn 187,000 Naira and 5,437.5 Rand. Amazing, amazing. I love what this compensation plan is looking. All right, go ahead, Neil.
Money, 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 all the way, Blessing. Thank you so much. Okay, so as base commissions are paid out, that volume is removed from both the pay lines and the power lines, right? We had our power line sitting at 2,000 PV and our pay line at a 1,000 PV. Like Blessing has said, there's an increase here in our percentage earning on base commission on the new compensation plan. I cannot wait for the Africa region to transition into this compensation plan where each and every one of our brand partners will get to maximize on their earnings. So, of all the volume in your pay lines, in base commission every week, all pay lines. So, for an example, on this one, like Blessing has said, we are now working on 15%, right? Which means that if we calculate the percentage earnings on the 15% of the pay line, which is 1,000 PV, you could potentially earn 150 US dollars. And if we convert that into our local currencies, it gives us the 2,175 in the South African rand and 75,000 naira in Nigeria. So I just want to encourage you, team, let us make sure that we go and we find people to put into our organization. Let us be proactive and make sure that when this compensation plan kicks in, we already have more than 20 lines or more than 20 of our new, our brand partners in our organization waiting and ready to put in those volumes in those pay lines so that we can maximize.
Awesome. And one of the things I love about the compensation plan B is that you have gotten more volume coming into your organization now and higher percentage payouts. More volumes coming in and higher percentage payouts. So that can allow you to be able to experience a turnaround in your finances as fast as possible.
Thank you, Blessing. It's all about money. The emphasis on money, 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 and obviously for us to show the team the difference within the two compensation plan. We're really excited for us to transition into this new compensation plan. Okay, we speak about carryover volume. Any leftover volume that is left in your week that we pay out your commission will obviously get carried over to the next week. This is what we refer to as your carryover volume to the new volume to calculate your base commission in your new week. So, for an example, there, if we have your power line sitting at 2,000 PV and your pay line on 1,000 PV, when we do the payout, we will then subtract your pay line volume from your power line, which will minus your 1,000 from your 2,000 and give us 0 PV, meaning that in this case, you will not have any carryover volume that you are carrying over to the next week. But had it been a different scenario, and we have, for an example, 2,000 P or 3,000 rather PV, we then pay out, 1,500. Then we would have 1.5 that is carried over. So in this illustration, we do not have any carryover that we're carrying to the new week. Over to you, Blessing.
Awesome, Neil. Just right here on the power line, it's mostly where you have the carryover volume. All right, not on the pay line. The pay line is where we pay out all commissions in base commission. And so the power line, after deductions are made, any volume left in the power line will carry over to the next week to add to a new volume to calculate commissions. So right here on the screen, with the power line being 2,000 PV and the pay line at 1,000 PV, if you take that out of the power line and then also take that out from the pay line, both are deducted, you would see in this case right here that there is a 1,000 PV being carried over right here, as you can see on my screen. Let me quickly go back right here. So this 1,000 PV left over will be carried over and it will add to new volume to calculate your base commission in the following week. All right. So you carry over that volume to your new commission week, and it adds to the new volume that comes into your organization. The question you might want to ask is, how do you ensure that you have volume both in your power line and your pay line? We will come deeply into that conversation where we will talk about power line and pay line, a topic on its own that allows us to delve into power line and pay line. As a team builder, as a leader, you need to understand the power line and the pay line. And the first place to start is with your placement queue, to take cognizance of your placement so that you're placing people both in your power line and your pay line. Now, your power line isn't static, it can change. Remember, it is the line with the most volume at any point in time. All right. But because we've had scenarios where leaders have continued to enroll people in one line, and if you have just one line, then what do you have? You have only power line. If you have only one line with volume and you don't have any other line in your organization, then you don't have a pay line. All you've got is a power line. You need to understand that. So I see people coming, I only have just one line and I have a lot of volume, but I'm not getting base commission. Then you only have a power line. Remember that in base commission, you get paid with your pay line. And to have a pay line means that you have a power line already. You cannot have a pay line without a power line. Now, just look closely on the screen with me. I love this part where you can see the difference in compensation plan B. Each pay line can pay up to $2,000. In Rand, that would be 29,000 Rand. In Naira, that would be 1,000,000 Naira. Now, just look closely now. If you know the compensation plan, see very well. Remember that the pay line that pays up to 2,000 USD in the compensation plan C required you to have what? 20,000 PV. But now the PV has been reduced. So now you have more volume coming into your organization and you have a higher percentage payout right now. And it looks like the requirement is lower. Awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely
So
amazing.
take note of that. All right. So recap there. Each pay line can pay up to $2,000, and in Rand, again, that's 29,000 Rand. In Naira, that's 1,000,000 Naira. It can pay up to per line per week, which means that if you were to have a line with this number of volume, or you had 10 lines with this number of volume, and 9 of that line would be your pay line. Only one line would be your power line. So it means that in that week, for instance, if that was your case, say you had 10 lines with 13,334 PV. In a week, 10 lines, only one of such line would be your power line. 9 would be your pay line. That would be 1,000,000 Naira times 9. You would be earning only in base commission for that period, 9,000,000 Naira. Now, if you were in South Africa and you add that, I need to use a calculator, people. And you had 29.
261,000.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. Now, what happens? Any remaining difference is always carried out to the next commission period. We do not wipe out your points. We do not wipe out your volume. Any remaining difference will be carried over to the next commission period. I'd like to talk about optimization. What is optimization? This is another part of team building, another part of leadership. So you're earning already in base commission 15%. What is optimization? Now that volume I showed you earlier, 13,334 PV, this is where it comes into play. When your sales volume reaches 13,334 PV, which is 2,000 US dollars, 1,000 and 1,000,000 Naira, 29,000 Rand on 2 or more lines in 1 week. So let's take the instance right here that you have this situation where you have 2 lines with this volume, 13,334 PV. What happens to your organization? You will experience optimization. Your income position, this is you right here. Your income position will optimize. What happens when you optimize? Once optimization happens within your organization, it will produce a new line and a new income position, which is called re-entry. How do we mean re-entry? All right, we'll talk about that shortly. So the first thing that happens to you when you have 13,334 PV on 2 or more lines in 1 week, your income position will experience optimization. That produces within your organization. So let's take, for instance, that you are a business level, or maybe your ultimate, the highest business level. You have 5 lines. Remember, ultimate has 5 lines. What happens to your organization when you optimize? You will have an additional new line that will open up within your organization. So now you have 6 lines. You would also have a new income position. A new income position. So there is a re-entry right there within your organization. There is another income position for Neil right within our organization where she can start building the new line instantly. You don't need to wait. There is no limit to the number of lines that you can build. 4, 10, 20, you name it. You're ready to work for it. You have the vision. You want to have 30 lines. You want to have 50 lines. All of that is achievable with Partner Co-compensation plan. As these lines increase within your organization, like you had 2 lines and increases to 3, or you had 5 and increases to 6, that is called building wide. Now, the structure that you choose to build with is dependent on what you're trying to achieve within your organization. You can decide to build wide, or you can decide to build deeper. All right? So the new income position that you acquire by virtue of the re-entry, which is optimization, can be placed anywhere under the optimized pay line. It can be placed anywhere, but it cannot be placed under your power line. Every time I see this, I ask, why would anyone want to place their new income position in their power line? Because they don't get paid on their power line. I would rather want to place that in my pay line because I know I want to quickly start building that new income position. So let's say, for instance, under your optimized pay line that you have Jacinta, you have different brand partners in that line. You can decide to go place this new income position under Jacinta. Maybe she's in your 7th generation. You didn't personally sponsor them. Oh, Jacinta is a very hardworking member of my team. I want to collaborate with Jacinta and start building under Jacinta. And so what the optimization allows, it allows you to be able to strategically collaborate with your team members to build. So it is used to strategically build with existing team members, providing them support, creating new income position, and building new teams together. Because I always tell someone, I tell everybody that just imagine that Neo is my sponsor and Neo now optimizes with this income position of 13,334 PV on line 1 and line 2. And I am somewhere here in this line. And would I not also experience a benefit from all of this volume. Because if Neil personally sponsored me, I'm in our first generation, this volume too is flowing to me, which means that Neil and I can sit together to strategically plan together and say, hey, this week, there's a lot of activities coming in. We want to work towards optimization. And so I know that Neil as my upline is very, very powerful. She's a go-getter. And when she goes all out, she goes all out. So if Neil tells me that we're going to strategically optimize this week, and I know there's a volume coming in on this line, on the inner line, I can also begin to strategically plan to ensure that as Neil is working, and I'm working with her, to increase the volume on this line, I should also ensure that there is another pay line that I am working with other team members to also increase the volume on the other line. So that as Neil is optimizing, it becomes much easier for me if I plan to optimize alongside Neil. So re-entry is why we say re-entry is used to strategically build with existing team members, creating new income position, not just for the upline. It can happen for a lot of persons on that line if you collaborate and strategically plan and build together. You can have more income positions coming in, and of course, building new teams together. Now, when you do this, this is what we now call building deep, because you're going deeper to other team members that are placed by your enrollees, by your sponsors, not just the first generation, not the second generation. Now you're going deeper. Remember that going deeper is when you sponsor brand partners who place other team members within your organization. So you work with those other team members to help everyone upscale and optimize their income position. So it's a win-win for everyone within that organization. So it's not just about the upline. So if you have uplines who sit with you to say, let's strategically plan optimization, especially now with Complan B, that it becomes easier to optimize, then you should take seriously such upline, because that's an amazing upline that is ready to collaborate and to ensure that you too experience success with PartnerCo. No.
Yes, Blessing. Absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing information about the compensation plan that we are transitioning into. So let's quickly have a look at auto balancing. So when you have more than 50 PV from your personal and customer orders, the amount you need to stay commission qualified, which is very important. Like we said in the beginning, it's important for you as a working brand partner, a brand who's working towards earning your base commission, to also ensure that you remain commission qualified in order for you to be able to earn the amazing numbers that is communicated to us. Okay. So we balance the qualification week, all volume from personal and customer orders gets automatically balanced. How amazing is this? That you know that you do not forfeit, but the system is built in a way that it automatically ensures that you still, continue to maximize on your earnings potentials by ensuring that we auto balance your PV. So that simply means that you can earn retail as well as base commission on the same volume. This is absolutely crazy, I'm telling you. Where else have you ever seen a compensation plan that you use the same volume to earn on your base commission as well as your retail? Only in PartnerCo. So let's make sure that we go out there, we build those teams, because in order for us to get to the figures that Blessing spoke to us about, where we earn those big amounts on a weekly base, we need to have a team that assists us in building this legacy. So the auto balance is done for you automatically. Thank you, Blessing.
All right. Thank you so much, Neil. The auto balance is done for you automatically. You don't need to do anything from your end. Remember that the reason why we have the 50 PV right there as your personal or customer orders, which is the amount you need to stay commission qualified, is because of the promotion that we will be running temporarily when we switch to Complan B that allows you to stay qualified with 50 PV, minimum of 50 PV. All right. But with the compensation plan around the world, it is 100 PV. But we're only making a concession for Africa between the first 3 to 6 months when we transition to Complan B to say, hey, we're coming from a lower PV Complan, and we're trying to get everyone to be able to upscale their income. While we're doing that during this transition period, you can be able to stay qualified with a minimum of 50 PV. Of course, that's not where we want you to remain. All right. We need you to upscale, increase first your income capacity, because once that is increased, I think that 100 PV becomes nothing to you. You would even be like some persons I know who do their subscription for 200 PV, because it's a win-win situation for you. When you have a volume coming in that is beyond your required PV for your personal volume or qualification, this is auto balanced. All right. So that means that you can earn retail and then base commission on the same volume. If you have volume coming from your customers, you can earn retail from them and still earn that same from that same volume, you earn base commission from the same volume. We will talk more about auto balancing when we go into your subscription. We will talk about percentage payout for auto balancing depending on when this happens within your organization. We'll talk more about that when we go to auto delivery. Now, let's quickly take a recap of some of the things we've talked about tonight. That your income position is your spot in the Partner Co network, which allows you to get paid week after week. And that you can add new brand partners to existing teams, which is building deep, or place them in new lines, and that's building wide when these lines become available. Now, the structure that you decide to use is best known to you. Each of those structures will still pay you money. Remember that our compensation plan is multi-lined. All right. So you just choose how you want to build your organization. Remember key information right here. The line with the most volume is called what? The power line. Once you have identified the power line, which is the line with the most volume, all other lines are pay lines. They are the lines that you get paid on. And there is no limit to the number of pay lines that you can build. You can have as many pay lines as you so desire. You will earn 15% higher than you've ever earned with the Complan C. 15% of the volume in your pay line. So if you're wondering why are you not paid base commission, first thing you want to go and check, do I have a pay line? Because your 15% will be earned on your pay lines in base commission every week from all the pay lines that you have. But do you have a pay line? After this conversation tonight, log on to your replicated back website, go to your back office, go and check on your dashboard. What is it showing you right there on your dashboard? How many lines can you see that you have? If you want to know that you have a pay line, the pay line will always have your estimated earnings for the week, because that's where you earn money from. If you're only seeing one line, there would be no estimated earnings on that one line, because that's a power line. But if you see more than one line, then you would see your estimated earnings already on the pay lines. And you need to be strategic enough to be able to watch your organization, the volume coming in as you build your activities during the week. Be sure that not all the activities are going to one line. You're enrolling and placing more people. Say, for example, you had a carryover of 5,000. And all the enrollment you're doing this week, you're placing them still on that line with 5,000. How are you going to earn base commissions? You should optimize your income, strategically place them in another line to create for yourself a pay line for you to earn your base commission. Now, carryover volume, as base commissions are paid out, the volume that is removed from both lines, and the both pay line and power line, any other volume left is carried over. If you want to know that you have carryover, go and check your volume. All right, you'll see your carryover volume right there. But the question I'm going to ask you is, are you on subscription? Are you currently active? Have you set up your subscription manager? Because that ensures that you do not lose any carryover volume. Stay commission qualified. All right. So this carryover volume is added to the new volume that helps to calculate your commission. You can earn up to 1 million naira in your pay line each week, as long as that pay line gets to 13,334 PV, or you can earn up to 29,000 Rand in South Africa if you meet that requirement. Base commission that is paid 15% generated from all pay lines can pay you up to this amount per week per line. When your volume reaches that 13,334 PV on 2 or more lines in 1 week, you will experience what we call optimization. Your income position will optimize. What this does to your organization is that it produces a new line and a new income position. We call that re-entry, which means that you have now gotten a new income position. So there is nail 1 and nail 2 within the same organization, and you can start building immediately. But these new income positions can only be placed under the optimized pay line. They cannot be placed under the power line. Why would you even do that? You're looking for more profitability. So put it where you will get paid for that volume. And finally, auto balancing. When you have more than the required PV for personal or customer orders, that is the amount that you need to stay commission qualified, we have an algorithm that allows the system to balance the extra volume between your lines to maximize your pay. If you are not on your qualification week, all volume from personal or customer orders are auto balanced. So the only time where the system takes extra, that means if you, for example, you take your subscription for this period was 100 PV, the system would first take 50 PV, all right, to help you stay commission qualified. And then the rest 50 PV will be auto balanced. What now happens next week if you have customer orders coming in? Remember that your subscription will last for 4 weeks. So what happens the following week when you have more volume from your personal or customer orders? All that volume will be auto balanced because you are already commission qualified. I hope we understand that. Thank you so much, team, for staying with us tonight. Amazing information there for team builders, for leaders who are impacting their communities, intentionally going out, preferring solutions to people around their wellness journey and also around their finances. So join us next week as we talk about Show Me the Money Part 3. We're excited at what the future holds for everyone on this call. Just seeing you optimizing your earnings potential with us, seeing you experience financial stability, seeing you impacting more lives, being motivated to impact more lives is what we look forward to in 2025. Neil.
Thank you, Blessing. Thank you so much. Simply amazing. Amazing information, especially when he talks about money. I always say that I love money. And you know what? If I'm a hardworking woman and I'm willing to work hard to get this money, then yeah, Partner Co is the right place for you. So, my question to the team today is the 27th of January 2025. We're already almost at the end of our first month in the new year. My question to you is, have you had an opportunity to sit down with your team online or face to face to talk about your dreams and goals? Have you had your goal planning meeting with your team? Do you have your strategic plan to build your organization together with your team? So, if you haven't done that, I'd like to encourage all the leaders that are on the call, book that new or that first meeting with your team where you sit down and you do your goal planning for 2025, or even just the first quarter of the year where you sit down as a team and you have your plans in place on how you are going to all work together strategically to ensure that you all win as a team. So let's do this, team. Here's an opportunity that's available for us that is coming. What we need to do right now is to make sure that we've got the people that are ready when we transition into compensation plan B. Let's do this, Africa. Kinako. Thank you, Blessing.
Thank you so much, Neil. Thank you to all of our leaders on the call. I recognize every one of you. I see you right there. You're all simply amazing. If anyone is going to run with this information, we're counting on you first, our leaders, our partner council members. Thank you for your leadership as you continue to provide leadership to the field. We're looking forward to partnering with you in 2025 and just create a lot of momentum for Africa. Now, Africa is going to be the next big thing that is going to happen to Partner Co Global. I know everyone on the call, we're ready. We're ready. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get together in strategic meetings. How can we be able to have more leaders within your team? Remember what Cameron talked about our vision for 2025 to attract global leaders to our company. And to be able to do that, the compensation plan right here provides opportunities for you to attract people. There is increased earnings for leaders around our industry. Here is a conversation starter for you as you talk to leaders from our industry. All right. Awesome, awesome information there. And now it becomes much more easier for you to develop leaders within your team, because title advancement has gotten much easier right now. With people coming into your organization with 400 PV, 800 PV, wow. It only takes about 3 or 4 people on Ultimate on your pay line, considering that you already have a carryover volume, for you to be able to quickly, advance in title. And that way we would have more leaders emerging within our team. Awesome there. So let's go, Africa. Let's do this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I don't see any question in the chat box. So today was just simply amazing and very clear. All right. I see all of you. Coach Michelle, Dr. Charles Eremosele, Dana Appa. I see you all. Emilia. Ajiri, I'm just going to mention everyone. Joanne, Florence. Florence, so good to see you on the call. It's been a while. All right. Florence is ready to take our business to the next level. So Melanie, Nick Papas, Kokoma. Kokoma, I like to call your name like we call it in Nigeria. I know that's probably not how it's pronounced in South Africa, but I just like Kokoma. Oh,
That's exactly how
beautiful.
it's pronounced, Blessing.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Kokoma in my dialect means you are a namesake to your mom, like your mom's junior, like you have Jackson Jr. So we would call that Kokoma. Joanna Jr. Kokoma. So that's what it means in my, I just love the way it sounds. Awesome, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Remember that the month is coming to an end. Don't let January end with that momentum that you've been carrying with your business. I know we've been doing great. And January 2025 big
Let's close with a bang.
with a bang. Nothing short of a bang. A very loud one.
Thank you, team. Have a great evening.
Awesome job, ladies. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
Goodbye, team.